What's up guys, GameNut here, and welcome back to some more Madden 23 Ultimate Team No Money Spent. Today we are going to get into our first gameplay of the series this year, which I'm excited about, but of course we have to go ahead and make some changes and updates with the team, man, as obviously it's still not fully complete. We do sit as an 83 overall from where we left off in the last episode, but as you guys can see here, there's a couple of gold players, the outliers that still stick out on the team, man. Those desperately need to be updated and getting some new players there. So the first one here being our slot cornerback on the defense, I decided to go ahead and pick up for about 34,000 coins. We've got 85 overall, Kenny Moore from the Indianapolis Colts. I wanted to actually go out and pick somebody up that's actually a slot corner in the NFL, and Kenny Moore is definitely one of the best current slot corners today in the NFL. So, of course, throughout playing the game, progressing, we've got some updates with our field passes. The first one, we've got a Headliners pack here from the regular seasonal field pass, but then in our competitive one here, we earned ourselves another 86 overall rookie premier player, which I was pretty excited about, which is going to be a fantasy pack. Now, obviously, the Headliners pack, I show you guys right there, but of course, you guys know me. I've got no pack luck this year, and we just get a couple of gold players out of it. Now, with our rookie premier fantasy pack here, I was thinking this was going to be a normal 32 player choice pack here, but as we opened it up, to my surprise, it was just a fantasy pack of 10 players, so this kind of threw off my plans of who I was going to choose out of this. Now, ultimately, I decided to go ahead and pick up Tyler Linderbaum because I really didn't have an interest in any of the other guys that were in that rookie premier pack there. So what I decided to do was go ahead, and we obviously already have Tyler Linderbaum on the team, but the rookie premier that we have is an auctionable version. So he was going for about 150,000 coins and almost about an equal price. I pretty much got the same amount of coins sold from, and then what I bought for this 87 overall Zach Martin, which is going to be our new right guard. That was the position I wanted to fill with that rookie premier player, but I guess it worked out as, like I said, we've now got ourselves the 87 overall, the highest core elite at right guard to begin the game. So, of course, we also have some progress with our third and final field pass, the one from the Headliners promo. You guys can see the next reward we are about to earn ourselves is another 86 overall Headliners hero player. It is a BND, but I was going through the objectives, seeing how we could earn ourselves some Headliners XP very quickly to get that leveled up, and if you go ahead and complete yourselves a set for a different 86 overall Headliners hero, that gives you 2,500 Headliners XP for the field pass. So easy enough as it sounds, I actually had almost all of the pieces needed to complete one of the hero sets. I actually just needed to buy 3 more of the 82 overall elite, so was pretty cheap to do so. We finished it for Quiddy Pay there right away, gave us the XP, leveled up that field pass, and you guys could see it gave us that 86 overall BND pack. And from this one, we are obviously going to be selecting Carson Wentz, as that is the final of the 5 players that we have not chosen yet of these first 5 86 overall Headliner heroes. So Carson Wentz is going to be our new starting quarterback for the time being. Checking out the stats on this card, man, they're not too bad. 79 speed, we've got 88 throw accuracy short, 82 mid, which is a little questionable, and 85 deep. We'll have to see how Carson Wentz plays for our team, man. His days in the NFL, you could say he's seen some better days, man, but we'll have to see, like I said, how he plays for us here in Ultimate Team. Now, going ahead, of course, the defensive player that we also just picked up for completing the set, we've got 86 overall Quiddy Pay from the Colts. This guy is going to be down on our defensive line alongside the other hero, Divine Diablo, rushing the quarterback. You guys can see their 86 power move and 86 pursuit, and I think that's at 85 block shed as well. And of course, the X Factor and ability, we've got Unstoppable Force and Speedster as the ability for that card. So obviously at this point, you guys should know that we do now have all 5 of the Headliner hero players at the 86 overalls. And of course, you guys should know that this means we now have all of the pieces required to complete one of the sets for the 89 overall Headliner champion players, either L'Jarius Sneed or Joe Mixon. So before we go ahead and complete that set, I went over to the auction house because we were obviously going to pick up both of these guys in this episode. I was just seeing which one was going to be the cheaper option. At the current time being, it was L'Jarius Sneed. For 233,000 coins, we now have ourselves a new 89 overall #1 cornerback on this team. So obviously, like I said, since L'Jarius Sneed was the cheaper one at the current time being, that means we are going to complete the set for the other one, which is Joe Mixon. And we now have ourselves some new leaders on both sides of the ball, as these are going to be the highest overall players joining the team so far up until this point this year. So taking a look at our new offensive weapon at running back, we've got ourselves 89 overall Joe Mixon. And taking a look at the stats, we've got 86 speed, 88 acceleration, 89 carrying coming out of the backfield. And then when he's trying to make those defenders miss, we've got 86 trucking, 86 stiff arm, 84 spin move, and 88 juke move. Now, of course, these guys are obviously going to also have themselves X Factors and abilities pre-equipped with them. We've got first one free for the X Factor and backfield mismatch for the ability. And taking a look at our defensive champion, we've got ourselves a new leader in the secondary with 89 overall L'Jarius Sneed. We were using that free 80 overall version. This is obviously a much big upgrade here. Taking a look at the stats, we've got 89 man coverage, 84 zone. The zone coverage is a little bit lower than what I would like it to be, but I think overall with all those other stats, the 89 is going to be just fine there for L'Jarius Sneed. And of course, universal coverage and pick artist are your X Factor and ability early for that card. So taking a look at what the team looks like now, man, things are slowly coming along, and I love the way that the team looks, man. Now sitting at an 85 overall, the offensive line being complete with Zach Martin filling out that right guard position. I do know that we still need ourselves a slot wide receiver, but however, taking a look at the defense, man, I especially love the way that the defense is coming along, man. As I was just saying not too long ago, these guys were desperate for some upgrades, as I don't really feel like there needs to be any changes made to the defense for the time being. There was some stat boost, as you guys might have seen, and that is thanks to our rare strategy item that we have here, Hot Pursuit, for the defense. Now, at this point, with this team that was assembled, I thought it was time to go ahead and start logging some head-to-head games, because we have to start leveling up this competitive field pass, man. I want to get as many rewards as we possibly can before this one expires and we've got ourselves a new one. I do think that we're going to have plenty of CP to be able to earn ourselves that Trevor Lawrence at quarterback here, probably in time for the next episode as well, but I want to try and get ourselves as many of those coins and free packs out of the competitive pass as well. So here with a red zone pack from leveling that up and getting some head-to-head wins, we ended up getting ourselves a solid pool here, man. I know I said has some bad pack luck this year, but finally getting some decent pulls here with an 85 overall Chris Lindstrom. Now, I honestly probably would have started this guy at right guard had I pulled this prior to buying Zach Martin, but instead decided to go ahead and sell that for some profit, and with that profit, I figured we needed to go ahead and get ourselves that slot wide receiver, because especially when I was playing those games on stream and online head-to-head, I could definitely tell we needed to have ourselves somebody different there, because the gold card was just not cutting it. So you guys can see here, 85 overall AJ Brown is now going to be our slot wide receiver, and with that final upgrade, I now think the team is officially ready to get into our first gameplay of the season. Now, I know last episode out, I did say we were going to play in some all Madden seasons, but let me tell you guys, I tried, and currently that game mode is filled with nothing but these kids that are MCS wannabe pros that think they're going to make it and are just literally spamming nothing but the metas on offense and defense, and it is just a complete disaster. So I aborted that mission, decided to go ahead and try and play some MUT Champion games instead, because we also obviously need to log those games in for our competitive field pass, and like I said, it's probably going to be some more entertaining gameplay coming from this anyway. So not too great of a start this week, 4-4. Let's see if we can turn it around. Alright, boys, here we are jumping into our MUT Champions game of the episode. Got ourselves a home game here, and something I really love about the MUT Champions is the fact that they have it as a nighttime environment. It just really gives it that feel like it's a real primetime game. So starting the day out on defense, you guys can see here Nick Chubb going up the middle for a nice run to start out the game, trying to go right back to him. However, Zach Cunningham has that locked up with a nice hit stick. So now 2nd and 9, Aaron Rodgers, his first passing attempt of the game, able to find that 6'8" tight end, Donald Parham. He is going to probably be a problem all game long. We have to make sure that we have to have him locked up. So 1st and 10 following play. Gotcha, bitch. It's intercepted by Derwin James. He tries going back to almost the same play, but this time looking for Justin Jefferson in the end zone, and our user, Derwin James, has that locked up. Now, although we did get ourselves a turnover, we had no room to breathe as we were backed up at the 1-yard line, man, and literally could not get ourselves an inch going. So 3 and out there, have to punt the ball right back to my opponent. It's like that turnover never even happened. So as we come back out on defense now, 1st and 10, seeing if we can get something going now with the defensive line getting some pressure. Divine Diablo grabbing his first sack on the team there. So 2nd and 12 now, play later. Aaron Rodgers able to find Mike Evans, a hole in the defense, a great pass there. Now all the way down to the 9-yard line. A 1st and goal situation. He's going to be handing this one back off to Nick Chubb. Our run defense is too good though. Divine Diablo is the first one there to find him in the backfield. Once again, Diablo making himself a couple of plays here on this drive. So now on 3rd and goal, Aaron Rodgers looking to pass the ball and just completely gets swamped. I don't even know who you can credit with that sack. I just saw so many people hitting Aaron Rodgers there. Thankfully, defense stands tall, and we were only able to let up 3 points there after all of that. So now we are in the 2nd quarter of this game already. First time really on offense, I feel like, since we actually have ourselves some room to breathe here on this drive. Trying to give Joe Mixon his first carry of the game here. Nothing really too much there, only going for about 2 yards on that carry. 2nd and 8 now. Carson Wentz finding Gabriel Davis across the middle of the field for his first completion. Almost to midfield now, down to the 48-yard line. Next play, looking right back to the man, Gabriel Davis, once again for his in route coming across the middle of the field. That picks up about 7. And on 2nd and 3, Joe Mixon is going to do the dirty work, going ahead and converting, picking up another first down. So next play, going with a little play action here. Carson Wentz once again looking for his favorite target this game, Gabriel Davis, even able to turn up the sideline and get a couple extra yards after that catch there. This man is having himself a nice game. And after that, 1st and 10, back to Joe Mixon, gets slowed down, almost breaks it free to the edge for the touchdown, but gets pushed out at the 2-yard line. What a great run there by Joe Mixon, as we're now down, like I said, to the 2-yard line, trying to give it right back to him. him because I feel like he earned himself that touchdown. But as we go down to the 1-yard line, at this point, I decided to keep it simple, keep it safe, and Carson Wentz is just going to go ahead and fall into the end zone and get ourselves our first touchdown. A successful drive there, able to finish it off with a touchdown. After our first drive, we were literally not able to move 1 yard. So as we come back out here with 1 minute and 20 seconds left until halftime, my opponent is going to be looking to try and put some points on the board, as here he is able to float it right over the top of L'Jarius Sneed there. I think that was Jamar Chase with a nice catch. Following that, 2nd and 8, looking for Justin Jefferson in the end zone, and that is going to be our new cornerback, Kenny Moore, in the slot, who is coming up with that great coverage. So on 3rd and 8, a play later now, once again Aaron Rodgers looking for the same side of the field for Justin Jefferson again, and this time he breaks free and is able to go into the end zone right before the half. And to make things worse, of course, he's gonna gritty on us. And I just realized too, this man's in a Packers jersey. Justin Jefferson in a Green Bay uniform hitting the gritty. That is just disgusting to see. Anyways, 10-7 game now is what we are sitting at as we come here into the 3rd quarter, as we're jumping out on offense. 1st and 10, play action going to our slot wide receiver there, A.J. Brown, for his first catch of this game, able to bust free for the man coverage and pick up a nice catch there. Following that, once again, the man coverage, Donald Parham is able to beat his man as we get our 6'8" tight end, his first catch this game. We've got the ball moving this drive as we go back to the ground game now with Joe Mixon here, able to break 1 tackle, but not much after that. There really wasn't a whole lot going in the ground game this one outside of that 1 run Joe Mixon had, able to set us up for that 1 touchdown. So here on 3rd and 3 now, however, A.J. Brown coming up reliable and clutch once again here on 3rd down, moving the chains, keeping this drive alive. Following play, 1st and 10 now, trying to look back to A.J. Brown once again for the end zone, and that one is going to end up being intercepted by Denzel Ward. I'm not gonna lie, man, this free-form passing, I'm still getting a little bit used to it. I'm still not the best with it, and I definitely thought that we might have been able to fit that one in there to A.J. Brown. Such a great drive coming to a stop there, but it's all good because the defense is coming up strong, as this guy was trying to force it to his Donald Parham, and you can see our secondary is coming up clutch there. Again, Kenny Moore was in both of those pass breakups. 3 and out for the defense. We've got the ball back once again. This time, let's try not have a turnover and put some more points on the board. So since the ground game wasn't going too much, I decided to try a screenplay out there with Joe Mixon, able to pick up 6 yards on that catch. 2nd and 4 now, back to another play action, and this time it is going to be A.J. Brown, who is wide open deep across the middle of the field for a nice reception there. Our number 2 and 3 receivers are coming up big in this game for us. Since I said the ground game wasn't working too well, these guys are making some big catches, as here once again Gabriel Davis, another 1st down reception here to keep this drive alive back across the middle of the field. 2nd and 10 now. What was that called? I don't really know who you blame for that. A.J. Brown, the ball just went through his hands. That seemed like an accurate pass, and unfortunately, that is going to bring this drive to a stop, man. That should have been at least a 5 or 6 yard pass, but unfortunately, like I said, not able to do anything on 3rd down, and we are just going to have to settle for our 3 points and tie this game up at 10-10. So we are now late into the 4th quarter of this game. My opponent trying to go with his ground game and Nick Chubb. Derek Brown, our defensive tackle, is swallowing up that play. 2nd and 11 now. We've got Matthew Judon flying in off the edge. He is able to pick up a sack here, and is now a 3rd and 19 situation for my opponent. So we just have to play good defense since it's 3rd and long, right? But Justin Jefferson torches our defense once again, right between all of our secondary. That was such a clutch catch and a great pass by the GOAT Aaron Rodgers, man, keeping this drive alive. 2nd and 10 now, going to the flats to Christian McCaffrey. A couple of missed tackles, but Derwin James is able to finish it up and push him out of bounds. Now on a 3rd and 6, Aaron Rodgers continuing to try to pass the ball, scrambling out of the pocket. Gotcha, bitch! And what is he doing? He throws an interception directly to us, to Zach Cunningham. We were all over that route by Justin Jefferson. That does not look like a throw that Aaron Rodgers would make, man. The defense comes up clutch. We get the stop, and now we are in prime position to just kick a field goal and end this game. Oh no, until Darius Slay now jumps the route for Donald Parham, gets the interception right back from my opponent. And oh no, man, we really just threw this game right back. My opponent is now sitting in the prime position to go ahead, finish this game off with a field goal. Gotcha, bitch. But on 3rd and 6, Derwin James, we get the interception once again. User pick, the 2nd interception for Derwin James in this game, man. And once again, the defense is able to come up clutch and not let anything up for my opponent, man. And it is looking like this game is going to be heading into overtime. We tried there with a couple of seconds left that we had at the end of the 4th quarter, but Gabriel Davis not able to hang on to that ball there. You guys can see jumping into overtime, my opponent is able to win the coin toss. And how about that for our first game here in MUT Champions, man? We got ourselves a game heading into overtime. So on defense, man, Derwin James, we've got that locked up as he's looking for Donald Parham once again. This time, Aaron Rodgers able to find Jamar Chase for a nice open route there, able to pick up a first down on that play. Following that, going to the ground game with Christian McCaffrey, an inside zone up the middle. The run defense is still standing strong so far in this game. Next play, 2nd and 7. Aaron Rodgers looking to pass the ball once again. Matthew Judon meets him in the backfield, fumbles the ball. Derek Brown causes another fumble, and Kwity Paye is gonna scoop and score the walk-off touchdown for the win. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think that we could have had any more of an epic first game this year in the series for Madden 23 Ultimate Team, man. That was such an exciting game, man. Going to overtime, and then we've got ourselves a walk-off defensive touchdown to end it, man. That one was super fun, and that's also a reason why I always say I try to get you guys entertaining gameplay. I might not necessarily always try to show you every single game from a head-to-head season and whatnot, because most of the time we're playing opponents that are going to be boring and playing nothing but 1 or 2 formations on both sides of the ball, and I'd much rather have a really exciting, thrilling game like that. Even if we ended up losing it, I'd much rather have something that's going to be more entertaining and fun to watch for you guys like that. So anyways, I hope all of you guys enjoyed this one, man. If you did, be sure to put a thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I will catch you all in the next one. Take it easy, guys. Peace out.